Your 401k is probably your biggest retirement account, and investing it correctly can make a huge difference for your retirement. Follow these 3 rules to help you match your 401k investments with your retirement goals. The number 1 rule for how to invest your 401k is to consider, when do you need the money? If you don't need money from your 401k until a long time from now, you ought to look at it as long-term money. Now, if you're retiring soon, or for some reason you need money from your 401k shortly, you ought to consider that there is a short-term part of that investment. Keep in mind though, when you hit retirement, and you might be retiring soon, yes, you do need money in the short term, but you also need money in the long run. Your 401k is designed to last your entire life. So you probably have to look at your 401k in 2 different ways. Some of it ought to be set up for the short term, ready to go when you need the money, and still some of it ought to be set up for the long term because you won't need that money for quite some time. The number 2 rule for how to invest your 401k is looking at how much risk you're willing to take. If you want the chance of your money to go up, you have to take the chance your money might go down as well. Think of how much ups and downs you're willing to take in the market. If you're willing to put up with the big ups and downs, you're willing to take on some extra risk. And hopefully you'll get some extra return out of that. If you're not willing to watch the ups and downs of the market and see these big fluctuations, you'll want to shrink your risk. You don't want to be invested in something that's higher risk than you're willing to put up with. Because when the market drops, and it drops further than you ever thought it would, you're highly likely to do what virtually every advisor will tell you not to do, which is to sell your stocks, sell your investments after you've lost money. You'd be selling at a bottom. And the way to avoid that is to make sure you're taking the right level of risk. So the ups and downs still happen, but the market affects you in a way that you're willing to put up with. The 3rd rule for investing your 401k is to consider how you want it to be taxed. It has nothing to do with the actual stocks and bonds and investments you buy. It's how do you want it to be taxed. Take a look at your tax rate today. Take a look at your tax rate in the future and try to decide, will I have a lower rate today or a lower rate in the future? If you think your taxes are lower now and are likely to go up, then you'll want to look at the Roth part of your 401k so that you pay the taxes now at what you believe is a lower rate so that you can get the money later at a tax-free situation when you have that higher rate that you're expecting. The opposite is true as well. If your income and your tax rate is expected to be higher now than it will be in the future, you will be better served by getting that tax deduction now at those high tax rates, so that later on you do pay taxes but at the lower rate. Now that you've learned how to invest your 401k, make sure you get the rest of your retirement correct. Check out my video, 3 Things Conventional Retirement Wisdom Gets Wrong. I'll see you there. Hi, I'm Jeremy Keil, owner of Keil Financial Partners. And if you're interested in seeing how we help our clients get more income, pay less in taxes, and avoid big retirement mistakes, make sure to go to keilfp.com. That's KEILFP.com.